Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Here's today's lineup. I have 4 characters to do. Not the characters I usually do, don't worry. These are new, so these are going to be adorable. These 2 came from Barbara, who sent me mail recently. She's always sending me mail. These 2 said hamsters. This one I think is going to be adorable, just from the way it looks like it's sitting. And then she also sent me this one, but this is actually going to be made for an order for Elizabeth. So Elizabeth told me she wanted a opal horn and blue glitter for the unicorn. So we're going to try that. Hopefully I can get UV resin to cure in there for the opal. And then this one is for Fanny. She mailed me this mold because she wanted me to make it for her. So Fanny, this one's for you. And I asked her if she had any favorite colors or glitters or anything, and she said no, but she does like earth tones. So I have these 3 are going to be poured fairly similar. I'm going to try something a little different, and I'm going to use brown alcohol ink and my white pigment for these 3 and clear resin. So I'm hoping the clear resin poured into here will give it a super cool effect. If not, we're gonna redo them today. And this one is, like I said, we're using unicorn. Isn't that fitting for the corn? How funny is that? And then I chose Beyond Blue. She didn't say light blue or dark blue, so Beyond Blue is pretty cool. It's got all different effects of blue in there. So that's what we're gonna do for those. So let's get the unicorn horn done first. Let me grab a little tiny cup here, and we're gonna mix a little bit of UV resin. I'm gonna do the normal hard type. I don't know how much we need, probably not quite that much. I generally don't have problems mixing in glitter in my UV resin and curing. So hopefully today is not that day. Let me find a little spoon. And we're just gonna spoon it in here, mix it up pretty good, and hope it cures. Once it's cured, then I'll probably put glue in this one. I did measure them all. This one holds about 3 ounces. The rest are around 2 ounces. So that is, I'm gonna do 10 ounces just in case, because I'm always short. And yeah, you really should add about an ounce or 2 depending on the mold that you're doing. So I am adding an extra ounce. Now, gosh, getting it in here. How am I going to get that in here? Yeah, let me find, I wonder, see this little spoon somebody sent me? Do you think that's a good idea? Let's try it. I did not know how well this spoon would come in handy, and look at that. That is super cool. It's so tiny. I'm just gonna fill it up, and it's not dripping anywhere. How funny is that? These tiny little utensils I didn't even know existed until now. All right, I think that's full. It's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure it's full. Let me see if I can get, let me get a light on it real quick. Make sure it's, did it come out? I think it came out a little bit. Hang on a minute, I gotta fix it. Obviously it was full. Okay, let's just shoot this light down in there, and then I'll throw it in the big light. So let me get this cured and mix up some resin. Got 10 ounces split. This one has the 2 for the unicorn, and then I just randomly split the others pretty equally by accident, so that's good. I'm gonna mix up the colors and throw them in the vacuum chamber. So for the glitter one, I'm gonna fill it really good with glitter. Pop a couple drops of Elmer's glue in here, just so the glitter doesn't sink while it's curing. Isn't that pretty? All right, let's get 2 drops of glue. 1, oops, that one on the side. I'll have to scrape it in. Let's see if I can get that. I don't want to put 3 drops. I usually do 1 drop per ounce, and it gets really, really thick. Nice and gooey, and you can still put it through your vacuum chamber like this. It's not going to affect anything at all. Okay, so I'm just going to set that aside. Now for these, one I'm going to keep clear. I hope these don't bubble over in there. Actually, I wonder if these will fit in the Let's Resin one. If they fit in the Let's Resin vacuum chamber, we'll try it. This one I want to do, I don't think they're going to fit in there. I'll try one way or the other. I'm going to do alcohol ink, a decent squirt, because I thought brown would be good for hamsters and cats. And I hope what I'm going to get is some sort of a like crackling or web effect or something from mixing the 3 together the way I'm going to do it. I'm just going to really layer it. That's all I'm going to do. Nothing special. I did it in the little flower mold that I had the other day, and I just poured them in. It was leftover resin, and that was one of the prettiest flowers I've ever made. So I thought this was a really good opportunity to try it again. All right, that's good enough. Now I'm going to do a little ocean white in this one. And then, yeah, I'll have to, I don't know how many cups you could fit into the Let's Resin bubble remover. I just got the thing and used it the first time the other day, if you saw that. And haven't used it since because I haven't needed to. So let me try it. If I can't, you will see the normal clip that I always put in my vacuum chamber. Okay, that's good. All right, let me see which one it'll fit in. So since they all didn't fit, I wasn't too concerned about the glitter one, so I just didn't put the glitter one in there. It got most of the bubbles out. I mean, there's still a few in there. It's not quite as strong as like a pump vacuum chamber like I have, but it's definitely good for just crafters who do a few ounces here and there. Not like I use every single day tons and tons and tons of resin. It probably would take more out, but I didn't want to wait any more time than the 6 minutes that these were in there. So I just popped the surface bubbles with alcohol, and these should be good. I only see, and I noticed on the last time, that there's bubbles around these edges for whatever reason. I don't know why. I will have to ask them if I'm doing something wrong. So I'm going to fill this one up and do the unicorn first, and just fill it up and set it aside to cure. And hopefully that horn in her head is well cured too, with the UV resin in there. It should be. It's a pretty see-through mold. And we'll have to doll her up when we're done. Hopefully we'll be able to see her face with the blue glitter. There we go. Almost two. So I have a little bit of left over there. So I'm gonna set this one aside. Let me glue out of the way. I don't need that anymore. And for these, we're just gonna layer and see what happens. And I'm just gonna layer them all the same. A little bit of clear, and then we'll do like the alcohol ink and then the pigment, and then just continue on until it's full. And hopefully we get some kind of a effect. Otherwise we will redo them. Well, especially the cat. I'm not too concerned about these because they don't have an owner at the moment. And then clear. The clear makes all the difference. The clear is like magical. I don't know why. It's weird, but it is. It always gives you the effects in like your geode pores and your crackle pores. So you definitely, if you want some kind of reaction, make sure you have clear in the background. And then white. Looks like I'm gonna have some extras, which I did mix up extra. And the alcohol ink acts kind of like a clear as well. But when you put pigments in, it has a different reaction. I'm going to do a little more white and try to end with clear. This one is a little bit bigger. It holds a little bit more. So we'll do that one. This one's about done. And then let's fill this one up. Come on. There we go. That one's filled. Use a little bit more in here. Actually, maybe I'll use the brown. Oops, almost spilled it. Then I'll try it again in my flower mold and see if we get the same results. Get up in there. Gotta save a little bit of brown if I'm gonna do that. Okay, let me spray the tops. That one is really, really high, and I have a blue piece of glitter right there. Let me find my flower mold. And I always spray in there because these petals, there's so many of them. I'm gonna put, what did I do last time? I don't even remember. Let's do the alcohol ink first. And then I'll do the white, and then I'll do the clear. And I always just squish it around. Get them in all those petals. I'll put some white in. I don't have a whole lot of clear in there. Not enough to fill it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of the alcohol ink as a clear. And almost, I just need a little drip of the white. Okay, that's it. I barely have anything left. Oh, this one's overflowing. Goodness. Okay, I'll clean it up and see you on demold. They're cured and ready to come out. Are you ready to see what we're working with? Before that, I had a tiny little bit of leftover blue, beyond blue. So I made these cute little guys. So I just gave them beaks and wings and eyes. And I will put a magnet on the back as soon as the paint is dry. We'll stick up there so you can look at them. Let's do the leftover in this. That's pretty. It did crackle. Yes, we got a little reaction. I was wondering what it would look like to put little silver tips on the edges of this. I haven't done that yet. It might be pretty. Could always take it off. I don't know, what do you think? I never dressed these up before. I might have to do that. That might be really pretty. I won't do that right now. But let's get these out. Let's start with the two that are unclaimed. The bottom looks good and promising. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute that face is. That is so cute, except that blob right there, but it's got a nice swirling in there. Look at his little behind. Oh, I think that's adorable. I love this mold. Oh my gosh, there's going to be a lot of these poured with my extras in the near future. They're not shiny molds, but that's okay because hamsters are not shiny. Look at that face. These are so cute. Look at the ears are good. Not even a bubble in the ears. I like them. Oh my gosh. They are so cute. We got to do something with these. That looks like a tuft of hair right there. Like a little a curly Q or something on the back of him. All right, let me get this one out. I'm going to spray some alcohol down in this one. It's not as easy as those two little guys were. Getting it spread into your mold is the other issue. Gosh. When their heads are bigger than their bodies, it's challenging. But if you can get that alcohol up in there, or soapy water, whatever you're using, once it's up in their head, it's like they pop right out. There it goes. Just loosening that suction, and it should come out. Get the tail off first. Looks good. All right. I don't know how much blinging up she wants done, but I'm just going to put my own spin on it, I guess, since I didn't have any, like, rules to follow, if that's what you want to call them. Let me move these out of the way. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, I'm just going to do it the way I would do it if I can get the head out. I'm trying not to break a nail. Or the horn. I really don't want that horn to break. Okay, so if you have a hard time unmolding, this is not the mold for you. That was difficult, but look at that. The horn in unicorn. Oh, this is so cute. Can't really see. Okay, the eyes are right here and right here. So we're going to have to use a lot of white on this, or silver. Oh, cuteness overload. All right, let's make this one come out. This one's even harder. Look at how much bigger the head is than this little body. Oh my gosh. Let me spray this one really good. Come on. Okay, that's loosened up. It's up in the ears. It should pop right out. Should, I said. Sorry, I can't do it over there, guys. Not gonna happen. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh my gosh, that is cute. Oh, I think that is beautiful. I love the marbling, or whatever you would like to call that. What do you think? Do you like that technique? I got a little trimming to do on the bottom. I'm just going to grab my cutters and trim that off. And then I need to make a plan on how all of these little characters are going to get finished. So let me come up with what I'm going to do, and then I'll bring you back. So I've trimmed everything up, and then I sanded it down like the bottom with my nail file, so there's no sharp edges. What I always try to start with is their eyes, because I use an oil-based marker for the whites of their eyes and it needs time to dry. So I'm going to start with these two since they're going to have little white eyes first before we put the black in. So this takes, I don't know, I give it like 10-15 minutes to dry. Sometimes I need 2 coats depending on how much paint I got in there. I just like their little eyes with whites like they would normally be in real life. It just brings them a little bit of a personality. And then I don't put the pupils in until I know what I want them looking at. So if I put something on their heads that I want them looking up, or if it's on their nose and I want them looking cross-eyed, then I do that last. So I know which way that their little eyes should be looking. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. They're both cute. Let's get this one done. Okay, I just need to clean off a couple little spots. I'm not going to fast forward a lot of this video, so you can do that on your own just because it's a character video. Usually when I do these as extras, I'll fast forward all these parts because it does take me a little while to figure out what I'm going to do. But since this is a character video, I'm not going to do that. So you guys fast forward as you need to. Okay, those are good. Now for these, I'm trying to think for their eyes, I'm going to try this silver marker. These eyes are closed, so we just want to fill them in. And this one has like eyelashes built in. If I can somehow fill that in too, I don't know. Maybe I'll just outline the eyelash. Oops. This is like my little eraser. And then this side, and I think I'll do the cat in black. So I can't put like fake eyelashes on these kind. It just wouldn't fit in very good. This eye has some bubbles in there, so I'm trying to fill it in with the paint. So sometimes it takes a couple coats to get that filled in. The nose, let's see if this fits. Yeah, pretty good. And then the mouth, there is a bubble up underneath the chin. Mouth will do, can't really do black much on this one because you really wouldn't see it, so I'm just going to keep going with the silver. All the bubbles rose to the mouth area. But when she's laying on the desk, you're not going to see them. Okay, so I'm just going to outline the ear. I think I'll fill the ear in with some rhinestones. And the feet, I need my thinner marker. Let me go find the thin one. I'm just gonna outline the parts that's indented from the mold. there, I think right here. I'm going to be making this unicorn again in the future, near future. And it's going to go in a snow globe for Barbara. She collects snow globes. In fact, I bought her a couple when I was in Europe. So we're going to make her one out of this mold since she purchased it. And I know she loves snow globes. We're going to try my hand at the snow globes again. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm definitely going to try to learn from my last mistakes. Just trying to, this is a better marker to fill in those little spots. It's got a really fine tip. I should have pulled this out earlier. Maybe I'll put rhinestones in the ears as well. We'll see. Okay, let's move on to the other little face. I just kind of do one thing at a time on each thing, just so I know where I'm at. This one, we're gonna have to use my super duper thin Sharpie marker, because this has a lot of lines built in. And this way, all these markers and pens and paints and whatever can start drying before I keep handling them. This one's not going in very well. Let me see, it's fairly new, so not going in very good. Unless it's just because it's brown. I'm just going to outline all the fur parts. What do you think so far? Cute? I think the black goes well with the brown and the white. I'm just going to take my rhinestones here in black, and I'm just going to outline the edge of the ear just to give it a little bit of bling. A little touch of myself for her. And I'm going to speed up parts of this because this is going to take a while, so enjoy, but I'll bring you back for each piece that I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little crown on her head in gold. And UV resin doesn't always work for this, so I'm going to go ahead and E6000 it down. It works if you're staying home or not mailing it. If you're mailing it, I found that my UV resin pieces will pop off during shipment, even though I package them as good as I possibly could. Oops, one of my rhinestones has got away. I usually do rhinestones last because of that reason. Okay, I'm gonna set this one aside and think about if there's anything else I want to do. And let's work on the other ones. So let's get the little guys done. Let's get their eyes in. No, I don't want to do the eyes. First of all, I have these tiny little lollipops. This one's like, I think I'm gonna have it holding it by its mouth. What do you think? I think I'm gonna glue it on right there. Whoa, too much glue. This is like coming out so fast. I'm gonna glue that right to him. Isn't that cute? And then, hang on, my glue keeps coming out. Gotta get it wiped off of everything. I don't know if I want to do a whole lot of these because they're so adorable. I think I'm gonna outline their little toes so you can see them. And then this one's got toes in the back. And I think I will put a butterfly on her head. Let me see, which one do I want? I'm going to grab probably gold. Maybe I'll use some of this glue that came out on my table. Stick that right there. And let's go ahead and put her eyes on. There's not a whole lot I want to do to this. What do you think? Cute? Can I add anything else? Maybe I will outline her ears in a little gold to go with her butterfly. Just the outer edge. Whoops. Oh, I just noticed this one has a big bubble right there. That's too bad. Still cute nonetheless. What can I put on this one's head? How about maybe one of these? Anything? I'm not sure. This is why I put you in a fast forward when I'm doing these, because these take forever. That would be cute. A little bit of glue on the back. I think that's good. I don't want to do too much to these little fellas. All right, now the unicorn. So for the unicorn, I'm going to just outline the curls because you can't really see them with all the glitter. I'm just going to outline them with my pen here. Give it a little bit of sparkle. Then I'm going to put some rhinestones in her ears and a couple flowers behind her ears. So this is going to take me a minute. So guys, I'm sorry, I do have to fast forward you. Okay, what do you think about that? Now I'm just going to take some E6000 again. I've got these tiny little roses that I'm going to put right behind the ears. See how cute? Oops. Just dip it in there and hope they hold on until it's dry. Come on. There. What do you think? Can you see her eyes, nose, ears? I don't know if I should put a necklace on her because it's going to go into, maybe I'll just put like a pendant, just like one little pendant on her neck. Let me grab one. Let's do, maybe for the cat too, we'll see. Right there. Cute. Let's see, should we do one for the cat? Nope, there's no room for the cat. No room on there. Okay. I think I'm going to put a little tiny flower in the cat's paw. One of these tiny little dried flowers. Oops. Hopefully that glue will hold it. I better get E6000 out. I don't know if my rhinestone glue is going to hold that or not. Let's just dip it in there first because I know this will hold basically everything. It looks like he's smelling or eating the flower. There we go. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do to these guys. I did put the magnet on the back. I filled it with UV resin, and I did outline them all in silver. Not sure I like it, but it's not terrible. This was the one and only extra today. The little unicorn extra UV resin I threw into a pendant. And then I put magnets on the back of these little guys. So stick around for the pictures. Thanks for hanging in there. I know this was like kind of long and drawn out and here and there, but they came out super adorable. These guys do not have a home, so if you are interested in them, you could probably check my eBay store in the link in the description box to see if they're still available. Probably not. My little figures usually get sold really fast. So yeah, you might want to follow the eBay store if you like demos. Anyway, stick around for those pictures. I will see you all tomorrow. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.